All right, I am here with Ada Aguilar, and she is a designer from Paris, now living in Puerto Rico. She's one of my clients, and she's here today to talk about a little bit of her experience working with me and sort of the effects of PR and advertising on her brand. Ada, what's happening? How are you?
Hi, how are you, Jay?
I'm good.
Very
I'm
nice
good.
to see you.
Nice to see you. The hair looks darker. You got it darker since we spoke last time.
No, it's the same hair.
Really?
Maybe it's all made up today.
Yeah. It looks dolled up. So hey, Ada, for
Yeah.
everybody who doesn't know, tell us who you are, what you've done, and tell us about sort of the award that you got with your bag and with your company.
So I am originally from Puerto Rico and I am based in Paris, but I ended up in Paris via New York. I used to be a banker in Wall Street for 15 years. And then I decided to pursue my creative passions. I've always been a dancer, I did theater. And I said, okay, I think I want to take a step at design. I've always used to do accessories and things like that. So I jumped into it.
Okay.
Parsons, then Paris, and I launched my line. And my main bag, which is La Cuckoo, has an award from a design competition in Italy. And since then, I've been growing my collection and growing my business of teaching other people how to do this, especially the strategy of the awards, how to do a storytelling, how to really build up some branding so people are emotionally engaged with you.
So when you worked before working with me, where were you at? Like, what problem did you currently have? Why did you reach out to me?
So I reached out to you because I felt that I was running, kind of pursuing, searching, behind clients, behind people that wanted to make a change in their life and things like that. And I thought there's got to be an easier way. There's got to be a more effective way to get, my message to other people, that are in the same boat, that want to know how I got here. How do I even start? Which is basically what most people need, like a start. And that's kind of like what I needed too. So I found Jay, and you gave me a great start.
How did you find me again? Tell everybody how you found me.
So somebody else had sent me a DM about an article in one of the CEO magazines. And into Googling that magazine and that type of article, I found you. And it just, I like what I read. And I decided to give you a call.
Right. So you found me online, you reached out to me, and then where you're at is you sort of had the success from the bag, but then you wanted to get more people to know you, right? You wanted to get your message out there.
Right. I mean, it takes a village sometimes. I mean, you could have a great product, you could have, great storytelling and all those things, but really visibility is the key to doing all this. Because I was already active in social media, and I'm, growing my social media and stuff like that. But sometimes you really need a little push,
right?
And you really need the right push.
Absolutely, yeah. It isn't about, people sometimes would think, well, I've got this award, right? I've won this award for my bag. I can just sit back and not do anything. And as you and I both know, it doesn't work like that. That may give you some notoriety, but how is the 7.9 billion other people meant to find you or see you? So what we did is we put together a press package for you. We did, I believe, 10 press articles, all about who you are and your story and what you're, why you do what you do, why you love what you do, the success. What was some of the experiences that you had during and also once those articles came out?
So once those articles came out, I follow your strategy into where to put them in your website, how to title them, how to share them in social media, which is really important because, it also will help with even the people that already follow you. Into creating that presence, that reputation, that, they know you, but they kind of know what you're doing, but it's not really until they see something like that they go, oh, it's legit. It's like she's doing something about it. She's really going for it. And they're writing about her. And I like the story. But then I also saw, a big jump on the website activity and the traffic every time one of the articles came out, which really, really helped. And it has also helped me push and market some of my classes. So now people that want to kind of learn a little bit of what I've been doing, they just Google my name and they just feel more confident in saying, okay, I am going to, do something with her. I'm going to, send her a message. I would love to learn how she did it and stuff like that.
So because people, as you and I both know, trust is really important, right? So when people want to know whether they should trust you to spend money, they Google your name. And because the press articles that we put you in were really good for SEO, you're coming up on the first or second page of Google, right? And especially with your name, because it's so unique, all of your press, we looked before this Zoom, it's, I think 5 or 6 of them are coming up on the first page of Google, I believe. So that's just a huge amount of trust. So were you surprised of like the effect from the press? Did you think that was going to happen, or you weren't really too sure?
Yeah, I was surprised because you would think that in a world, it's such a digital world that, social media is so important, kind of going in, the old way of marketing, which is like getting your word out on publications. It still works. It's really important, obviously everything's important. You have to have a combination of all the strategies, but I was really surprised that it does work. I mean, immediately you will see a jump in sales when any of those articles would come out.
And talk to me about the sales. So you and sales are an interesting thing too, Eda, because like sometimes like it doesn't, when we do press with clients, we never guarantee the amount of sales. You can't, it's PR. But you told me that you noticed some more website hits which converted into sales. Which article was that? Which one did you find that really helped you?
I would say with the CEO and the Yahoo Finance. Influensive, I think as well. Some of the other ones that I have seen the jump in the website.
Yeah, that's great. There are some people that maybe on the fence. They're like, do I spend the money? Do I not do this? Is it really going to help me? What would you say to those people that maybe in your position, that are a designer, that are an entrepreneur, that are maybe building their business? Why should they invest in press? Why should they invest in this service?
Well, out of all the things that you're going to do for your business, this is one of the ones that will get you the highest return on investment. And you maybe not going to see it on day 1 or day 2 or month 1, but you will see it. I remember telling myself, I will see the return because I know it's a big investment and you want to, you want to make sure that you make the right decision. And I truly believe it was the right decision. Definitely was the right decision to do it.
Absolutely. You don't remember too, this isn't you don't get one press article and then that's it. It disappears. This stays online forever. Yeah. So now, as you said, whatever business or whatever thing you do, if your name is in front of it, obviously they're Googling your name, and all those press articles of your successes, of what you've created, has put an ideal in someone's mind that she's trustworthy, she's credible, she's successful. And from human psychology, people want to be a part of that. They see that and they go, okay, now I'm interested in listening. So that's the great thing about press. It will never disappear. It's sort of like an investment now for long-term trust, and the ROI is trust forever. Go ahead.
It will be part of your resume. It will be part of the qualifications that you actually do have, but that you kind of needed something more permanent, as you're saying, and legit to say, okay, I am actually doing this and I actually have these skills, and now they're going to go, oh, okay, now, I mean, and it even helps with the people that already know you or follow you, because they kind of know you, they follow you, they see things, but you know that it's not until like the 10th time that they see you that they're kind of like, oh, wait, what is this article? Oh, I didn't realize she was doing this. And even that has helped with the people that have been seeing what I'm doing, see me all over Paris, and they're like, okay, but oh, wait, she's really doing this. And then that gives them kind of like this thing of, it could be support. It could be kind of like they're we just grab their attention finally.
Yeah. Now listening to you. And the one thing that really surprised me, because you told me that you've started tell us about the hip hop for mums. What is that called? Mums. What did you say before?
No, so I used to be a dancer. And when I come back home is Puerto Rico. So I live in Paris, but I come back home. And when I come back home, I dance with moms that were all dancers. And they're pretty badass. They're amazing.
Nice.
And I'll send you a video. And they meet. And they meet every week, like 3 times, but I only can see them. Sometimes I join them digitally from Paris. So especially during the pandemic, that was awesome. And one of the articles, maybe it was the Yahoo Finance one, had a great title, which is like the Wall Street dancer. And I put that in LinkedIn, and it was great. It was massive, just because, you know, people that knew me knew that I danced, but kind of like, yeah, that makes total sense. And I wrote something, never give up on your passions, you know, because it was just so related. Right.
And thank you for sharing. The reason I bring this up is because it just shows people, when you invest in press as well, when you can control the messaging. If you've decided, like, you love fashion and you love designing, but let's say that you said no more and you wanted to focus entirely on your dancing, or do both, because people trust you and they see the press that gives you that authority, they've decided to join you and work with you, dance with you, pay you, whatever. But it just shows you that with the messaging and with the press, because it's you and people trust you from that, look what can happen. You can literally go from a different business into something else, and people will come. So,
and you hit on a note that we didn't speak about, which is
I didn't know until today.
It has helped also. You know, I can provide lots of Paris content to, you know, my community here in Puerto Rico and even Miami, basically the Latin speaking community. So like magazines approach me to cover Paris Fashion Week, and I did. I went to the Balmain show. I went to several, you know, kind of like a lifestyle of like, what is Paris Fashion Week? So that also, you know, has helped, because I love that. I love sharing content. I love sharing, you know, culture and things like that. And I loved, like, you know, theater and dancing and all these things. And I kind of find it that it's an extension of that, like being a correspondent for Paris.
Yeah, no, I love that. And final question today, why should someone invest in themselves, and why should someone invest in media and PR?
I think that you can spend lots of money and time, like, searching for clients and going for clients and trying to see how you get their attention, but it should be the other way around. It should be like, your clients will find you, they'll go to you. And this is a good way of doing that, because and then the only thing that you need to do is be active. Like, they call you to do things, and that, just be active, show them what is really your day about, and that's it.
Yeah, it's a support. It gives you ultimate authority and credibility and trust. So, Eda, hey, it was great to see you. Congrats on the movement, and send me some videos, and we'll be doing some more stuff, you know, whatever I can do to help you. And, you know, this is only the beginning but, you know, at least now that when someone Googles your name, that authority's there. And when that authority's there, then you've really got 80% of it. Then it's like, are they the right fit for you? Do they like you? You know, is it the right product for them? You know, and then if it is, then they're going to work with you.
They're going to work with you. Yeah. And this is something that I want to teach people. You know, some of the designers that are coming to me, part of the strategy that I'm going to tell you will be, you have to call Jay.
That's it.
And don't worry about the investment. You'll see the return.
I love that. Thank you, Ed. I appreciate it.
Thank you.